Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I know I've been a little MIA and I'm super sorry about that, but I promise I'm back. So we're gonna be making these cheesecakes in cupcake form sort of stuff. I don't know what you want to call them. But right now I'm just processing, like in a food processor, some graham crackers. This is literally a package from a box. The one package is the perfect amount for this. So just go ahead and put that into your food processor, or just beat it with a anything, a spoon, doesn't matter. All the measurements will be down below, but I'm going to be adding some butter into this, and then I think the secret ingredient that makes these like the best is some cinnamon. It sounds kind of weird, but it's really good. And then you want to add some sugar and just mix that up. Make sure you break up any clumps, make sure everything is well incorporated. And then 1 tablespoon I find is the perfect amount for these. So I just have a cupcake, cupcake pan or muffin pan, whatever you want to call it. Just lined it with some muffin tins, or oh my gosh, some papers, whatever, we're just gonna call them that. And then I just put a tablespoon in each. So this recipe makes 24. It could make 25, but that just depends on how much you fill them up with the cheesecake batter. So once you have them in there, make sure your oven is preheated to 375. So once you put in the tablespoon of mixture, again, you can add more or less just depending on how much you like, but I find that this is like the perfect ratio. After you have that, just put it into the oven. You're going to bake it for about 5 minutes. So while that's baking, you want to move on to the cheesecake batter. So I have 4 packets of cream cheese, and make sure you get the good brand. It's definitely going to make a difference. So I'm going to whip that up just for like, a minute or so, just to break it all up. And then to this, I'm going to add my sugar. I'm just going to mix that up again for a second or two, just to make sure it's all well incorporated. And you want to go ahead and add in 4 eggs, one at a time. So add in 1, make sure it gets well incorporated. Add in another, make sure you scrape your bowl as well. And then I'm going to be adding some salt and vanilla. And again, just mix that. So I'm going to be adding, it's about anywhere from like 1/4 of a cup is almost good. Just don't like overfill the 1/4 of a cup. It's a little bit below that. Now if you don't want these to dip in the middle once they come out of the oven, you're going to want to place your muffin tin like on top of another pan and fill that pan with water, just like an inch of hot water. That's going to ensure that the cheesecakes don't dip in the middle once they come out of the oven. But I want that to happen so that it kind of holds my filling, but that's completely up to you. If you're going to keep these plain, then yeah, I would do the water bath. So I'm taking a shortcut. I'm using like cherry pie filling. I don't know, I think that it tastes really good, honestly, on these, and it looks really nice as well. So I'm just putting literally, like, making sure I get 3 cherries on there with a little bit of, like, that juice or whatever you want to call it. So you can see right here how my cheesecakes are dipped. Again, if you don't want that, just use a water bath. So you can top these cheesecakes with literally anything. You can top with caramel, salted caramel, chocolate, jams that you bought from the store. It really does not matter. But because my boyfriend does not like processed stuff like this cherry stuff that I'm putting on top, and I wanted him to be able to enjoy the cheesecakes, I went ahead and made like a quick homemade sort of jam. So all it is some blackberries. I literally threw in like 3 or 4 raspberries. And then a little bit of water, some sugar. I left it kind of sour because he likes sour things, but just a little bit of sugar, and then I just did a slurry, which is just cornstarch and water. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Thanks!